Hey guys, Verlis here, and today we are looking at Scizor and Mega Scizor. First thing I want to say is Mega Scizor, not the better option in 90% of the time. Why? Well, first we have a little defensive thing here, and I'm going to explain that in a bit. So, let's just say Adamant Nature, full offense Scizor, 438, versus regular Scizor, 394. If you have a Life Orb on Scizor, the boost you get from the Life Orb is essentially 120. Thus putting you over 500 attack. With Mega Scizor, you're not getting that 500 attack. You're losing out at least 70 attack points if you go for the full investment. So I mean, it's not going to make you more offensive, but it does offer you some things that I feel can work if you have the right setup. So my original thing was I had 104 and 100 and 156. The idea behind this is that your offense without Life Orb, we've already proven, is not good enough. Scizorite, I feel, doesn't give you enough stats to make up for what Scizor had to begin with. However, if you build him tanky, he does become a really good 2-hit, 3-hit KO Pokemon, which does let you set up at least one Swords Dance without having any worry unless it's a Fire type. By going tanky, you have a better chance of getting 2 Swords Dance, which is incredible, because 2 Swords Dance from a Scizor into a Bullet Punch that has Technician boost and Stab boost, you're going to one-hit KO a lot of Pokemon. You also can use Roost very effectively on this set because, you know, you get a Swords Dance, it puts you at about 2/3. Well, that way you know you can use a Roost. They're going to put you at 1/3. Roost is going to put you over half, so now you're above that 2/3, which means you have a safe next Swords Dance into a Bullet Punch. Or if they switch out a Pokemon, you're back to full, and you're ready to do the same thing over again. But in that regard, Mega Scizor with that much boost is not too incredible. Now, on the other hand, though, we have Life Orb Scizor, or you can also use Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry. No, not a Abomasnoite. That doesn't work. If I can do this. Okay, Citrus Berry. Now, if you look at this here, his defenses also, his base defenses, don't really change too much. 316, 236, 197, so this only gets about a 40, and this was 316, so this does get an 80 boost, which is pretty big, but he's already has some defensive bulk to begin with. Now with a Citrus Berry, you're effectively gaining 25% more health, so instead of 344, you have roughly, I can't math, but let's just say 400 something. So now you're covering up for a lot of the health he doesn't get, which is made up by the defenses, while just being able to put out more attack. Even if you averaged out the attack and then, you know, covered up some of those. In every case, whether you're running Citrus Berry, you can be tankier overall. And if you're running Life Orb, you have more damage. So let's just say you have Life Orb up. Swords Dance, pretty much with Scizor, he's a 2-hit KO. Scizor Mega is just is closer to getting a 3-hit KO. Swords Dance is pretty much guaranteed, and let's just go back to the Life Orb on this one. So now we're talking about 394. You use one Swords Dance, you have pretty much 400, or not 400, 800. Life Orb boosts your attack by 30%. So I mean that 800 getting you over 1,000 damage is almost as good as, actually is as good as 2 Swords Dance on a Mega Scizor. So one Swords Dance with the Life Orb, as good as 2 on a Mega Scizor. So that's why I just don't feel that Mega Scizor utilizes him as properly as it should. And Scizor, if you get 1 Swords Dance on this, you're going to be able to sweep out a lot of Pokemon. If you get 2, you can essentially sweep out a whole team until your Life Orb finally finishes you off. I guess that's the only drawback, is at some point you have to Roost if you want a 6-0. Or unless you have the Citrus Berry one, which still 2 Swords Dance is a really good chance to sweep out an entire team. So it depends on how you want to play it. If you already have a Life Orber on your team, bring him in as the Citrus Berry stack tank. If you already have a Citrus Berry, use him as Life Orb. So that's why I wanted to say today, Mega Scizor, he made on my list of 6-0 Pokemon. If he gets set up, there's nothing you can do about it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys agree with me about how Mega Scizor isn't the best in almost every scenario, and I hope you all have a nice day.